Yeah, like the world isn't going to change. And their jobs aren't going to get better so that they feel better. It's always going to be complicated. The world is complicated. When you start to control your brain around how complicated it is, it gets better. We can't change the world. We can't change your boss. We can't change circumstances. But when you can start changing how you think about things, it will get better for you. It will get easier. It's up to us. We're accountable for all the suffering we're having.
We're accountable for all the suffering that we're having. You're so
You
right.
can sit in your brain and complain all day, but it's not going to change. Your kids are still there looking at you to feed them, looking at you to give them money, looking at for you to put shelter over their head. You can blame them. You can wish a different thing will happen, but it won't. This is life. We are supposed to have 50% difficult situations and challenges and 50% it feels okay. It's not meant to be a bed of roses. It won't. Have you ever thought of any part of your life to be a bed of roses? No. There's good times. There's definitely good experiences.
And then there's always really, really sucky ones.
Yes, it's 50-50. Someone told me the other day, they came to me and they said, I'm not reaching my creative fulfillment at work. I'm like, that's not the job's problem. The job is a job to make money so you can put food on your plate. The problem about creative fulfillment, you create creative fulfillment. What will make you feel creative fulfilled? Not the job. They want their job to make them feel creatively fulfilled. They want the job to let them take risks. You can take risks, go ahead. But they think that that is causing this. And it's you, the way you think about things is what's causing it. Circumstances are circumstances. Jobs are jobs.
The more I work on my gray matter area, the more I'm able to reason this out, to control myself and how I show up better.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And when you have more control of your gray matter that's rational, that's calm, you will get through these hard times easier. I can drop a bad day a lot faster than I used to. All my thoughts are choices. When I'm ready to move on, I just got to think a new thought. The easiest example is grief, right? When we lose somebody that we love. I lost my dog a year ago. For 2 months, I did not want to let go of how painful that was and how much I missed him. I didn't. I still miss him. But there was a point in time when I couldn't sob myself to bed every night. I had to move on. And so then I started thinking about what a beautiful soul that he was in my life. He was my comfort dog. He got me through some of the darkest times in my life. He walked with me on the beach and I talked to him every single time we walked for hours. Thank God I had him. I switched my thinking to being grateful that I had him versus how sad I was that I didn't. But it was when I was ready to do that. I had to have time in the negative space. I had to have time where it hurt. That is life. And you should experience all of that. But when I was ready, I moved so that I could move forward, so that I could get on with my life and wrap my brain into something else and achieve different things. But don't get me wrong. He's still such a big part of my life and I miss him. And there's days I will cry, but there's also days I'll smile because he was right there with me through all of this. It's a choice. Our thoughts are choices and they cause us to have the emotions we have and the behaviors that follow.
And when it feels so uncomfortable to make a new choice, I mean, I think that's where many of us get stuck. It's just, and then what do you do?
Well, it's your brain versus the world. It's uncomfortable to sit where you're at. So it's a double-edged sword. It's uncomfortable for you to sit there in this negative space where things aren't good, right? But it's also uncomfortable to walk and take action. But which one's going to move you maybe to a new place? You have to get over that. Uncomfortableness is just a bad feeling in your body. You're not dying from these emotions.
Yes. It may feel like it, but
it may feel like, but you can either sit there and be uncomfortable and never change, or you can be uncomfortable and maybe have something different that happens. Why would you just sit there and fail because you didn't take action? I'd rather fail because I did take action.